Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am joined once again by the lads, Kyle and Sam. How you doing, boys?
Doing all right.
Just waiting on GTA like Sam is.
It's there. We're waiting.
Yeah, I don't care.
You're
Right,
fired.
nobody asked me.
So today we're talking about a few things, and it's a bit of a topic that's come to my mind recently with the launch of Forza Horizon 5, which has been very, very well received, 9s and 10s all over the bloody shop. But in my humble opinion, I gave it a 7 over on GG Recon.
Whoa.
Which I think is a pretty decent score. It's not a bad number to get, and I did
What
really
I gave
enjoy
Avengers.
it. There you go.
True.
But it is just like, to me, the exact same game but set in Mexico instead of Britain. And weirdly enough, I actually kind of missed the British setting, which I didn't think I would get around to. But like, have you played any of the game yet?
Yes.
No.
Right. Well,
Sorry,
good luck,
Sam.
I
I played any Forza game, Sam.
I have played Forza 4 and some of the predecessors.
There we go.
You've
there
been
we go.
up and down the Royal Mile. I've played Forza 5 for about half an hour so far.
Kyle did once take us a tour around Edinburgh.
I did.
Show me.
Class. Can't do that anymore though, can I?
Nah, I mean,
Has
you
to be
don't walk
Mexico
work
now.
through. You don't walk to work through Mexico, so
No, I don't.
no.
Not the same.
Just not the same. So yeah, the kind of reasoning I'm bringing this up today is because I found it quite interesting to see that not a lot of places were initially like criticizing the fact that it is more of the same, or didn't seem to think that it was more of the same. And I think that's a kind of interesting topic in the sense that some games may have done the same thing as what they have done and been criticized for it. And I'm just kind of curious what you guys think it is that maybe differentiates a game that's, you know, let's say they go for Forza and they say it's actually refining the formula and it's making it a better version of 4, and then what makes it go, actually it's quite a boring bit. Like, if you played 4, you played 5, so there's not much point. It needs to properly evolve. Do you have any idea what the differences are in that?
Well,
Personally.
when did Forza 4 come out? Do we know?
2016?
Nah,
15?
nah.
I'm sure it's
Nah.
a fair few
Somebody
years.
Google that right now. I'm
It
Googling
got-
it
I think
live on the
might have
video.
been- it might have been like 2016 or 17 that it came out.
Live Google. September 2018. So we're all wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I remember I was on holiday when it got revealed.
It feels like it's been out for
It does feel like a
ages.
long time. That's
Yeah.
strange. No, I would agree with you. I thought it was earlier than that as well.
Mhm.
Anyway, my point is, I don't know, because so from the half hour I've played of Forza 5, but yes, it does seem like the exact same game, but in Mexico, which I guess is expected. But I don't know if that's heightened maybe by the fact that like us three in particular put a bit of time into Forza 4 more recently, maybe than others. Like if it came out in 2018, obviously a lot of people have played it like consistently since then, but maybe a lot of people, even maybe a lot of game critics, have played it when it came out in 2018 for a couple of weeks, and they're like, cool, that's me done with Forza. See you in the next one. And then it's been 3 years, and like, oh wow, this is so good, because the core gameplay of Forza Horizon in particular is just like that solid. So maybe that could be part of it, because although from what I've played of Forza 5, I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely gonna put some time into it. Like, yeah, it's from where I've got to, it is, I mean, just the way it's presented, as soon as it starts, like, welcome to the festival, here's this event, and then your map just starts to fill up with 100 things. It's like, right, okay,
Yeah.
maybe it does open up, because I remember, well, maybe you'll know actually, does it? Like, I remember in the announcement trailer they were showing off like GTA stunt races and stuff like that. Does that come up?
There's like a sect of the event called PR stunts, so it's like ramps and stuff like that, and they do this bit that's like, it's wacky, it's wild. They get like a, what do you call those big things that go through parades? They're like cars, but they've just got hundreds of stuff on them. I've no idea. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like floats.
Like a float thing.
Like in Spider-Man.
Nah, but it's not actual
The
float.
parade.
It's on a but it's like on the ground. Anyway, they get this thing and they're like, whoa, it's huge, but we're gonna drive at 120 miles over this cliff or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not necessarily saying that it is the like by the numbers, there's nothing new in this game. And also, I don't want to criticize the fact that anyone that did give it a 10, because I think it's perfectly valid. I mean, I gave bloody Alien Fireteam Elite an 8, and it does not deserve an 8. It's just because I liked it, because I'm an Aliens guy. But
Come on now.
I'm wondering if it's a reputational thing, because if you look at other franchises, like, for example, the Call of Duty franchise or the Far Cry franchise, which have been, I think, guilty of releasing the same kind of content year in, year out, like different tweaks. Vanguard just came out and it's just like, oh, it's back to the Modern Warfare style. And before that was a wee bit more arcadey. So it's just slight differences of the same formula. Yet that is quite often criticized for just being more of the same. But then what, like, is the difference between that and Forza? And I think personally it's something that, like, the Forza franchise isn't as old. It's on 5, so it's not like a brand new series.
Don't forget Motorsport, mate. Forza Motorsport. They're on like 8.
Yeah, I've barely played that actually since I played the 3, I think. But like for me, those games are quite dull. Like those kind of simulator type driving.
Sounds like someone
Horizon's better.
just needs to get good at me.
Squeezing it in. But I think that might have something to do with it, because like I think there's a very kind of positive attitude surrounding Forza Horizon, and it is like a game that is just like a good time. And I'm wondering if that maybe, have there been any franchises for you that have like, or games for you that just haven't been enough, or do you think actually no, I'm cool with this just being the same but in a new place or a new story? Is there any examples? I'm putting these on the spot.
Oh, that is a good question. I mean, just because it's on the screen behind me. I mean, just thinking because GTA 5, they've got the expanded enhanced edition coming out in March. If you look at GTA 4 and GTA 5 between them, there's not that much between them that's that different, at least in my opinion.
Come on. Man, I played GTA 4 the other day and it was fucking shite.
Nah. I mean, other than like
being dramatic,
seamless character switching and heists,
a solid minute and a half between them,
and heists and stuff like that, they're pretty much the same.
Play GTA Online back to back with GTA 4 Online. It is ridiculous.
There is
nothing to do in GTA 4. There is nothing to do. Online, I mean.
Online, okay. I'll give you that. The online, obviously, in 5 is more much better. But I mean, the core games, multiplayer aside, they're pretty similar. But you're happy to play them and explore them because it's a different setting and there's new weapons and aesthetic changes and stuff. It's the same stuff again. It's Grand Theft Auto. It's the same meat and potatoes that's been in all the Grand Theft Auto games.
But at least GTA's got like a new story, whereas Forza, unless it takes a really weird turn in a couple hours, it's like, welcome to Horizon Festival Racing. It's like that for 100 hours. It's like,
that was just so good.
No, sorry, it's not even that voice anymore. But yeah, it's tough. You know what I mean?
I think it stems back to what you're saying though. Like, I've not played Forza 5, Horizon 5 yet, but the gameplay in Forza Horizon 4 is that solid and fun that I could see why people are giving it such high praise. Because if it is dependable and solid, then why not? If it's expanding upon those ideas just a bit more, refining it with next gen tech and whatnot, then I can totally see why people are going to be more favourable towards it.
I mean, as the risk then you're taking if you're trying to evolve it drastically, like what if the next Mario Kart game is suddenly like a really difficult like gears and like you have to pick the tires, like it's just Formula 1 but Mario Kart. So like, I mean, and that is essentially the same game every single time. See people that go like, oh man, Mario Kart 8 is so much better than 7. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? They are this, like, it's the same to me anyway. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's the exact same thing every single time, but you're just kind of happy. Same with FIFA. FIFA actually is a major example of that.
You're talking the FIFA guy here.
Oh, well, on you go. FIFA, man. What brings
that's
you back
what
to what brings you back to FIFA every single year?
I think I have bought every FIFA since 9 on day and date release.
Commitment, that makes.
It's disgusting. And I just like to point out, I'm not even that into football. I don't watch it really. I don't keep up with it. But I like playing the game. And I don't think So maybe like every 5 years in FIFA, there's quite like a big shift. FIFA 15 was pretty damn good. It's not really got any better since. I'll be honest, part of it is EA are quite good at making you think a lot's changed in their marketing. They do like a wee bit of the Rockstar. I remember we always praise Rockstar when they do like, welcome to the Rockstar GTA. What can you do in it? It's like, here's what we've added. It's just like, we've added this, we've added this, we've added this. And EA do that every year. It comes out, it's like, this is what we've added to pro clubs. This is what we've added to career mode. You're like, oh, right, cool. That's pretty cool. And then you play it and you're like, oh, okay, it's the exact same. And what they've added is minuscule. And it is every year. And they do get you like that. Although I did give FIFA quite a favourable review because I feel like it felt like a next gen FIFA game. I can't say there's like a single thing bringing me back to it other than it's sad to say, but if you don't have the latest FIFA, you don't feel like there's much point playing it because like even with an ultimate team, just the market dies because everyone moves on to the next one. So they've worked out how to keep you in. But yeah, I guess maybe that's why I'm a bit easier on Forza because it's been like 3 years.
With you bringing up FIFA, obviously there's rumours that the minute that 2K could take the licensing over rather. Do you think they would just keep milling it out as we know it because they don't want to upset fans, or do you think they will actually implement meaningful change into FIFA?
No, I think they'd probably make it worse. If look at what 2K have done with their like microtransactions, how much worse can it get? They had like, wasn't it like NBA had like roulette wheels and like fucking blackjack and somewhere, I don't know. They just made it a casino. And look what they did to WWE as well. So I can't say, I don't know. I guess it's the same with, we mentioned Call of Duty. It's like, as much as Call of Duty is like, oh, it's Call of Duty again. It's like there is a new campaign, new maps, new guns. So it's hard to be like, oh, it's the same game. I don't know. I feel like there maybe was a point COD felt like that around like the Advanced Warfare Infinite Warfare jetpacks as well. Yeah. Like that series of like 2 or 3 games, they felt the exact same. And they've kind of got back into that again. But I feel like I don't know. It's if you look at like the difference between COD 5 and COD 6, they feel like vastly different games. Like they don't really play the same. They definitely look the same. So I feel like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like something has changed. Games didn't always, even the big heavy hitters that we're thinking of, didn't used to be like that.
Yeah, and I think what doesn't help this matter now is that you're getting games that are extending beyond, like if you have series that are yearly cycles, are now extending beyond that, or they have the capability to extend beyond that. So then when you have games merging or overlapping like you did with Modern Warfare, Cold War now into Vanguard, like you're having to make it so it's not like too much of a disconnect where some guy that's playing one game that wants to play the other isn't going to go, what is this? I can't do this. This is completely different. But I think that to me, I'm wondering if it's maybe just like a popularity thing, because like people love content. People do just like to do more things. It's why a lot of the kind of live service type games have become so popular, because I mean, like, I'll be a sucker. Like, I've got the latest Apex Legends Battle Pass. You put that in front of me with some challenges, and like, yes, let's go. Even though I'm playing the exact same game, maybe on a different map. But this, I'm not even entirely sure why it kind of riled me up. But I felt like there was a little bit of a hypocrisy in a way, just to be, very positive towards one aspect and negative towards others, when it is the kind of same principle. But I'm wondering if that is just maybe the fan base, for Forza, like you're saying, 3 years, the people could have been playing Forza for 3 years.
Maybe the Game Pass thing helps as well. The fact it's just Game like a given, most people are playing it on Game Pass.
It is something I actually mentioned in my review, is that like a lot of the issues that you have with this game in terms of like what it's just the exact same and how it doesn't really warrant like a return to if you went before, I'm kind of done with this, you don't need to return. It's not like a reinvention, but Game Pass takes a lot of the worries and a lot of the criticisms away, because you just go, oh, it's free, or like it's including this subscription. So I'm not shelling out 50, 60, 70 pounds for this game. I can pay a tenner, 11 quid, and play it for a full month and then be done with it that way. So I think that is like a really good selling point, and kind of showing how like how different Game Pass is kind of changing perspectives on things as well. But like, do you think then that Forza Horizon 6 could get away with being just another setting with the same kind of driving mechanics, or do you think it needs to be something different this time, or that time, whenever that is?
It's a tough one. I mean, like I said, I've not played it, but I feel like in a way it kind of can. I don't know why. The Forza series just gives me those vibes where, as long as it just keeps doing what it does well, and maybe just changes the setting and whatnot, and adds a few like different vehicles and ways to customize and whatnot, I think it could keep getting away with it in a way, which is an odd thing to say because you shouldn't necessarily be able to get away with doing the same thing all the time. But like a lot of these games we mentioned like in this video, they do the same thing, but as long as it's done well, we seem to keep enjoying it, and it's a really odd position to be in.
It's as well like a way that a lot of these companies have managed to skewer the perspective on them, because when you think of like any advert you've seen of Forza Horizon 5, I don't think a single one of them has been anything about like, here's this new feature, it's just Mexico. Like that's how it's the same with, like we were saying with Vanguard, World War II. That's it. Like that's all they do with these games. So now I think you're right, like Forza Horizon has kind of ascended into that kind of level of game now where it is entirely just a setting that's changing why you come back to every. I mean, I was about to go and start comparing it to like anthology TV shows as well, because they're like, well, you just take the same formula, but you put it in a different thing.
Well, no, that's a good comparison, because you can look at it that way. Like if we've had Forza Horizon 4 in England, now we're in Mexico, 6 could be something else entirely, and it'll have the same mechanics, I'm guessing, but it'll sell you on the experience of exploring this place.
England's setting is better so far, I must say. Don't have the same feelings going around Mexico as I do doing 100 in the Royal Mile.
But are you saying that because you're slightly biased?
Oh no, 100%. It's a biasm thing. I'm sure people from Mexico are like, yes, this is better.
I also really, really missed the seasonal thing. Like I thought the seasonal thing was such a good idea, because when
is that not back in this?
Yeah, it's weird that they got rid of it.
It's in it, but it's very like, it's not the same, because like you can load up races and they'll be like, right, we're loading up a winter track, but obviously I felt from what the ones I've played, it's really just a cosmetic change rather than like, you know, in Forza Horizon 4 it would be a proper, now there's snow all over the place and your car can't steer for shit and it's off on the side all the time. And I feel like that's taken a real back step. And then like they have storms and stuff, like they have like a sandstorm, but the sandstorms just kind of I was expecting when
they really affect your driving, do they?
Like Mad Max, you know, you're just flying everywhere. But it's just
I was just about to say the sandstorms in the Mad Max game were probably the best examples I've seen.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just kind of goes like brownie orange everywhere,
right?
Yeah, and that's essentially all it does. But
I think sorry, on you go, mate.
No, on you go. Cause I was on
I was more just like quite impressed with Forza. I think from what I've played, what helps is it presents itself very well. Just the vibe of it. It's very inclusive. The accessibility options are unparalleled. They're incredible. The vibe's good. Like it's good vibes, but it's not like FIFA. Like FIFA's like, oh, we've got good vibes, but it's like, no, you're just trying to like fucking get my money. And part of the like seasons thing from Forza 4, although I really liked the seasons, Forza 4 in a way felt like a live service game. Once you got past, like when you got past that initial like couple of hours, and then you maybe got into the whole like, oh, the season changes every week. There'll be new challenges every week. How to unlock the new car. That is live service game through and through. It's new challenges. Fair enough, it's not like microtransaction heavy, but just I don't know. It felt like it. I feel like to me, a live service game is a game that makes you feel like it's a job, and you're like, shit, I need to play that later to get the challenges. And I don't know if having the seasons part gone will make that better. And it might just feel a bit more chill of like, oh, I can play Forza for a bit. I don't have to worry about Sunday night challenge is going to run out and I can't get my Corsa with a tiger print colour on it. So
Jeff's
I don't know.
His anime car. He's building up his anime car.
Do you want the DeLorean? I need to play it until I get the DeLorean. So I love media.
But yeah, I mean, that has been a rediscussion on this, whether it's been answered or not. Let us know.
Definitely has not been answered.
No. I don't even have I have a question. I don't have an answer for myself. But let us know what you think. Are there other examples that you can think of that have been treated differently, or in a positive or negative light because they are more of the same? Is there something like, when do you think the change comes when it is enough for, like, they've made just enough little tweaks, and when do you think it's time for a series to just have to completely radicalize itself? So let us know down below in the comments. Remember to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. What we on our way to? We on our way to 200?
200.
Nearly there. Not far away.
Not far.
Not far.
But thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.